Welcome back to the Fate of Drakkenheim. This is the Dungeon Dudes D&D 5th edition actual play campaign. My name is Monty Martin, Dungeon Master.
Your shirt matches your title. Sorry.
And I'm Kelly McLaughlin.
Getting abducted by aliens.
Getting abducted by aliens, as usual. Playing Sebastian Crow, the half-elf shadow sorcerer. That's who I'm playing today. And we're joined today by our good friends.
Jill, not a mimic. Playing Veo, Senya, the Tabaxi Gloomstalker Ranger Rogue, and nope, that's it.
and Joe Corbin playing Pluto Jackson, the human battle master.
Thank you for joining us once again. We're the Dungeon Dudes. Be sure to subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, where we post all sorts of new content about Dungeons & Dragons and tabletop role-playing games so that you never miss an episode of our actual play series.
You can also join us on Tuesday evenings when we broadcast the premiere right here on YouTube. You can check us out at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, or you can also check us out as an audio-only podcast as well.
And with that, let us return to Drakkenheim.
Drakkenheim is no more. The devastation which fell upon that accursed place left a kingdom in ruin. Now, horrors lurking in the haze grow ever more great and terrible, while simmering tensions between rival factions boil over into outright war. The power of monarchs, mages, and priests hangs in the balance. 6 unlikely heroes join forces to confront the coming chaos. They shall decide, once and for all, the fate of Drakkenheim.
When last we left our heroes, Sebastian, Pluto, and Veo had joined Ophelia Reed beneath the Cathedral of St. Vitruvio to resurrect the ancient gold dragon Argonath, using the relics of St. Vitruvio, the blade Ignatius, and the diamond of Mount Cadath. As Pluto pleads for the dragon to return to life, the shuddering golden delirium crystals of the followers of the falling fire, left long abandoned here, begin to burst forth with spiritual energy. The spirits within emerging from the crystals and taking semi-corporeal forms before you. As Ophelia Reed continues to utter her prayers, she cries out, "Argonath is confused. It's the contamination, Lacricia's words, my magic. It's like he's being pulled in 3 different directions. I'll do what I can to call him forth, but we're gonna have to do something about these spirits."
Okay.
Time for a spiritual awakening. or something, right?
Yeah, we should go into the woods.
No, I mean, we're fighting the spirits.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Like later, we can do the spiritual.
No, just fight the spirits, Pluto.
Okay, yep.
Can we fight spirits?
Wait, you focus on your thing. He can't stop focusing, can he?
Ophelia Reed says, "Lord Jackson, I'm gonna need you to help me. Both keep me safe, but also you've got to help me reach out to Argonath."
Okay. Yeah.
I got you, buddy. I'm like back up against you with my staff. And I'm like, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
And I draw my bow back and say, I don't know if spirits can be hit by arrows, but...
Avenger shot rotating around us as we all stand there.
She says, "I can feel it. There's a powerful darkness that's gripped the dragon's bones. You might need to deal with that, and the spirits." Roll for initiative.
Okay.
Sorry, we have to deal with the darkness that's gripped its bones and the spirits?
Mm.
Oh, why am I rolling 2 dice? Okay, well, I'll go later.
What do we have for Veo?
23.
23. Sebastian?
6.
Oh, I'm up there? Yeah. Oops.
And what do we have for you, Pluto?
20.
20 for Pluto. Now, Ophelia Reed, she is in the process of casting the resurrection spell. And she explains that if it's interrupted, she might have to start this all over again, which who knows what that might result in. Mm-hmm. So, if she's hit, that could break her concentration, and thus she'd have to start over again.
Okay.
Okay?
Easy.
Alrighty. So, nevertheless, as our battle begins, you see the bones of Argonath rise up, animate, as its tattered wings unfurl and its golden scales glisten. You can see, shaking within the bones, is the lingering contamination that has seeped into it from the many years that the bones were left abandoned here. Gripping the bone, and so what Lacricia says, what Ophelia says is, something's gone wrong. It's like the dragon's been reanimated by the haze. I won't be able to finish the spell unless you break the animating force on it. But you're also going to need to stop the spirits from interrupting my spell.
Pluto, dragon?
In summary, attack and kill the dragon, and
Protect her
the
from the spirits.
Is there anything we need to be worried about attacking the dragon? Breaking its bones?
Ophelia says, I don't think so. I think the spell will restore it. The diamond should. The dragon bones, it's like something's possessed the body. But I've got to bring the spirit back that will bring flesh and fully bring him to life.
Pluto, focus on the dragon. Theo,
Okay.
focus on the spirits.
Okay.
Me, I'll pivot. I'll pivot to where I'm needed.
Okay. As the round begins, you see as a wellspring of contaminated energy and octarine force begins collecting in Argonath's mouth to unleash a powerful breath weapon that will be in this direction at the end of the round.
At the end of the round.
Yeah. And you feel the dragon emanating a powerful, the haze that possesses the dragon's remains emanates outward over over everything. And so we go to Veo, and in the presence of the dragon, you take 20 necrotic damage.
Okay. And I guess I took away any extra hit points from like last.
You just have what you guys came with.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I just
Yep.
want to make sure. Okay. I am going to start hitting spirits, I guess.
Okay.
I'm going to go for the one on the other side of Sebastian.
This one?
Yeah. 26 to hit.
All right. Yeah, as you fire your arrows out towards the spirits, the magic of the arrow collides with the forming spirit. That's a hit.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay. Should I roll all three or do
Yeah, give me the damage.
the damage? Okay. I rearranged my dice and now I'm kind of figure it all out. 29 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for it again with 24 to hit
Mm-hmm.
for 26 damage.
Okay.
And then because it's first turn, I get an extra attack.
All right. The 2 hits have destroyed one of the spirits as it dissipates.
Okay. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage from the one beside me and run to where the other spirit was and fire back at it.
Okay.
That's a 22 to hit.
You got it.
And that's an extra d8. 26 damage.
Okay. The spirit is not destroyed by that, but you can see it dissipating.
Okay, and then I want to move. I get an extra 10 feet. I just want to move behind these delirium crystals just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to get a bit of cover.
All right, Pluto, it's your turn.
I'm gonna cast Bless
Okay.
on myself, Sebastian, and Veo.
All right.
I'm gonna action surge,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna start attacking.
All righty.
Argonath. I will woo him. Submit to me, Argonath. I am your chosen thing.
Yeah.
33 to hit.
That does hit.
35 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And 31. So
Okay.
whack, whack, whack. Oh wait, I get 4 attacks because I'm a
Yeah,
super
you do.
fighter.
Please let me know how much of the damage is radiant,
Oh, because it's. Oh wait.
because he's resistant. Yeah.
Darn. You.
Pluto needs to take 20 damage, right?
Yes, he does.
I just eat the 20 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do all of the other damage separately. The radiant. To make it easy.
Okay.
So, he straight up takes 66 damage plus.
Was that the radiant or the non?
That was the non-radiant.
Okay.
And I'll half this one. And then 54 halved. So 27.
Alrighty.
So
Nice.
I lay into him.
Nice. The bones of the dragon barely respond to your onslaught as
Of course.
the sword collides and chips away at the bone and shattering ribs and pieces of its form. The dragon retaliates.
I want to do one thing.
Yeah.
And you tell me if this works. I want to use my bait and switch.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to give it to Ophelia Reed.
Okay, so that she gets the AC bonus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, for the purposes of movement, I don't want to move her into... So, if anything, I'm just going to walk around her and then switch.
Okay.
Just for the purposes of
Yep.
movement. I don't want to, like
You move and then move
and then
her
switch her back.
and-
So
Yeah,
she's like, I'm
sounds
trying
good.
to keep her out of the cone of death.
Yep, sounds good to me.
And then I'm going to give her an AC bonus of 2.
It's better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 2, that's half cover. You gave her half cover.
I gave her half cover.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's my turn.
The dragon beats its tattered wings in a powerful wing blast.
Uh-oh.
And Pluto, Ophelia, and Sebastian all need to make strength saves.
You get a D4.
That'll be needed because it's strength and I'm not strong.
25.
13.
You both fail.
Oh,
What?
wow. Okay. I had no.
So does Ophelia.
I had no.
Wait,
hope.
wait.
The highest I could have gotten was a 25,
Oh no.
and that was with a perfect roll on the dice and the D4.
Indomitable. Will you accept the 29?
Yes, I will.
Yay.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so Ophelia and Sebastian, the two of you both take 30 bludgeoning damage. Who would like to roll Ophelia's concentration check?
Oh no.
Vale.
Ophelia has a plus 10 bonus, and she does have Warcaster, so she has advantage on her concentration.
And she has to save against
DC 15.
Okay, so you can't. You gotta roll 5 or 6.
I rolled a 20.
Okay.
There you
But
go.
Ophelia does take 30 damage, and she lands prone in along with Sebastian in the path of where the dragon's breath is going.
Oh, okay. Turn shifting.
Pivot.
Pivot. I'm pivoting.
Okay. Sebastian, it is your turn.
Did I get rid of... Okay, this is a very important question. Did I get rid of... Oh my god, I did, didn't I?
Everything happens because you wish it.
I have 2... I'm not going to wish for... I can't believe I got rid of Thunderstep.
You don't have Dimension Door?
Dimension Door, do I? Oh, I do.
That's why you got rid of Thunderstep.
Because I had Dimension Door, Vortex Warp, and Teleport.
You're like, I'm
I have
covered.
I have too
Yeah.
many. Okay.
I believe that maybe you would have gotten rid of Thunderstep, but I can't believe that you would have gotten rid of both Thunderstep and Dimension.
I didn't.
Unless you just pick her up and run.
I can't pick her up. I'm on the ground.
Vortex Warper across.
I have to stand up and then I'm half to move. Okay. I quicken Dimension Door. So
Okay.
if Ophelia comes flying towards me and knocks me over, and I grab her and immediately teleport us over here.
Okay.
They save.
And then from...
Okay. As you go, she says, Ophelia says, she turns to you. Ophelia Reed needs to stay within range of the resurrection spell, which is touch. So she must be within 5 feet of the dragon, otherwise the spell fails.
Does she say that before I Dimension
Yes.
Door? Okay, thank
Yes.
you.
So you go over here.
Yeah, so I grab her and she says that, and I'm like, oh my
I have to
gosh.
touch the dragon.
Okay. It's so...
I'll say for this purpose, she's got to stay within 30 feet of the dragon because she already got wing blasted, so we'll make it 30 feet. Yeah.
I teleport us back here. Cool?
Yep.
So I teleport us to this rock, and that is going to be a quickened Dimension Door.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start blasting spirits with my Eldritch Blast.
And you take 20 necrotic damage.
I take 10, sir,
Okay.
because I'm resistant to necrotic, because I'm dead. So I'm gonna blast. I'm gonna blast this dude.
Okay.
Um,
And you get blessed. It's still up.
oh yeah.
Until I take a bunch of damage. And then it's down.
30.
Yep.
Should I just? This guy was already hit, right?
Yes.
So I'm just gonna roll the damage and see if he dies. Oh, there is no hex. I'm not hexed. Nobody's hexed. 15.
That does destroy it.
All right, and then my other blasts. Gonna start wailing on this guy.
Alrighty.
That's gonna be 22.
That does hit. Yep.
Wait. It was higher than that, but 22. That's 3 of my blasts.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do the 4th. I almost forgot too. We're high level.
Just like blast it.
Mhm.
Say, blast,
27.
blast this.
So that all of those
Yep.
hit.
All those hit.
And it's just damage, maybe.
15, 9, 14.
The other one is destroyed.
Woohoo!
Okay.
The spirits are laid to rest.
With
Perfect.
that,
Yeah,
there's one more.
Okay.
That is the end of the round. So the dragon's breath will fire out, and in this case, it's gonna go for Pluto,
Yeah.
and Veo will be in it. But I'm gonna give Veo advantage on your saving throws because you're behind it. So what I need from you is this. This one is going to be
It can move its breath attack?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I accept it. I basically pushed Ophelia Reed out of the way.
Mhm. This is going to be the
Shield Master.
mutation breath.
Oh no. Yeah,
You
shield.
can both give me Constitution saving throws.
Constitution?
Oh,
That's not dexterity.
yeah.
D4, while I still have it.
Oh, yeah.
Will you accept the 23?
No.
Oh, frig off.
Did you just tell him to frig off?
I am gonna use
Lucky.
Do I choose which one?
Yeah.
Okay,
Much worse.
That's a cop die.
Hot.
Much worse.
That's better.
16.
Oh no.
Okay, you both fail.
Wait, can I? Oh, I guess it's not dex, so I can't.
Look,
use that.
I want to
use that
be
thing.
whatever it mutates me into, so I take it face
Okay.
on.
You both take 72 necrotic damage,
Oh god.
and you gain 1 level of contamination.
Oh
and
god.
because this is the mutation breath,
72.
you automatically gain mutations. And we're going to use the new mutation table. So I want you to both roll twice, and then I will choose which mutation applies.
What do we roll?
You roll D100s.
So bless is down. P.S.
Oh no.
Turns out I couldn't make a 36 con save.
Why not? What kind of a 20th level fighter are you?
Or 37? Was it? How much was it? 72?
You're a 20th level fighter. I expect you to make saves no matter
I
what.
actually have a decent con, but okay. So what are we rolling, Monty? On the on
D100.
2 D100s.
2 D100s, and you get to pick your favorite.
Yeah.
Oh god. And you're doing this from objectively a normal person, not Argonath, the evil.
Technically, it's Argonath that gets to choose. Well, whatever's possessing Argonath.
Yeah. Okay.
This is
Monty is possessing her.
Jill, you go first.
26 or a 94.
Ooh. I assume that the 90s are good. Because I feel like they
Good
would.
or good bad?
You know, when
Good
I don't
bad.
know what I mean anymore.
Okay. So you got shrinking and regenerative flesh.
Oh, regenerative flesh, obviously.
I'm gonna shrink you.
Nuts.
Your size decreases by 1, and while your size is decreased, you have disadvantage on strength ability checks.
Like
Oh,
like
tiny
wing blasts.
Veo.
Oh,
Tiny
no, that-
Veo.
All right, guys, let's do this. We can
And
handle it.
Pluto, what did you get?
I got a 57 and a 17, so a good range. I think they're far enough apart. That
You're a little kitten.
Okay.
What are the?
What was the other one? Sorry,
50,
50.
57 and 17.
So the 57 is vestigial limbs,
Yeah.
More swords.
and 17 is cryogenic shift. I think we're gonna go with cryogenic shift. Your body rapidly disperses heat as ice begins forming on your flesh. You have resistance to cold damage, but if you don't move at least half your speed on your turn, you become frozen.
Oh, cool. Cool.
I mean, luckily you can just run circles around this guy. Start doing laps.
It
Break that
sucks
ice.
that I took mobile. Now I have to run further.
I didn't think of that,
My
yeah.
speed actually is like I have to go further.
Okay, the spirits. How many of the spirits remain?
One.
One.
Okay, so one spirit, it charges forward towards Ophelia Reed and attacks.
Can it make it that far?
Yes. It hits Ophelia Reed for 20 damage. So she's taken 50 so far. And someone can roll me Ophelia's concentration check. Anything but a 1 succeeds. So just don't roll double
Cool.
ones.
You're doing great.
I didn't roll. I rolled 2 4s.
Okay.
That's pretty close.
All right. We
But you're doing
go
great.
to
Yeah.
the
Especially
top
Veo.
of the round. Argonath will move.
I'll
Provoking.
Simply repositioning.
Is he still beside me?
Yeah, he's staying.
Okay.
He's staying beside you. Repositioning, and someone can roll me a d6.
Oh, I got it. This will be good. It's a 1. Is that good?
You get 2 spirits. Up here. Okay,
Sebastian, I have a plan. If
Veo,
you
it is your turn.
If you eat the golden delirium, there can't be more spirits.
Start gorging yourself.
Gorge!
Does Veo... Are these spirits coming from the delirium in terms of like the one that's controlling the dragon? Or could it be coming from
What you realize is
who
that
she's
this is.
wearing?
Sorry.
Who she's wearing. Who Ophelia is wearing. Because Veo does know that she's wearing.
In the thick of battle, to determine that, I would need you to spend your action making a perception check.
Okay. I have a hunch, but there's too much commotion going on, I think, right now, where I'm gonna focus on the dragon instead. Because, yeah, that's a big...
I mean, I love it. You're very astute.
You know what? I'll use my action to do it. You know what? Yeah. I'm gonna try. It might not need anything, but...
I think
what do I roll?
I think it's cool.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
26.
Very perceptive.
You look at Ophelia Reed is wearing armor. And you look to see if there's maybe a sense of a glow. And what you piece, it's a good hunch. But hopefully Ophelia Reed isn't as foolish as to have brought that with her here. If she has it on her person, it could be causing this for sure. But it's also possible that, you know, Ophelia Reed is smart enough, is wise enough to recognize how bringing that here could be an issue. And so
There's no like, can we see her neck?
she's wearing armor.
Right.
And so if she is wearing Lacricia Matthias's soul stone,
It's under. that.
then it would be underneath her clothing.
Can I just shout something to her from across?
Yeah.
I go, Ophelia, where's Lacricia?
She gives a look to you. And she says, "Not here. I was afraid her spirit would try to meddle in this, so I wouldn't bring her here."
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Now we know.
That's my turn.
That was a good hunch.
Smart.
I wasn't
Yeah.
sure.
It's better that we know that.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to fly with my flying
Yeah.
boots because I have
Good hunch, but Ophelia is...
She's smart.
That would have been a very foolish thing for Ophelia to do.
Sounds more like a Pluto thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would do that.
Yeah, we would do that.
I am gonna, because I am wearing my flying boots, I'm just gonna hop down to, because I have Rath's flying boots now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to the structure
Yeah?
beside. I'm not going far.
Oh, right,
Crazy
right,
that
right.
we wear the same size boots as that guy I murdered.
Actually, the toes are like cut open and like
Yeah.
my feet are
Molded
sticking
up
out
to
of them now.
Your toes. Stick
Listen, I've never really worn shoes before, so.
Well, I guess I don't. He doesn't get them back. You're keeping them.
Yeah.
For sure. Now they're pretty melded.
No, you gotta get them fixed. All right.
Okay. But yeah, very, very good hunch, but yeah.
Bear, do you still have sneak attack?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Can I? No. No, I think
Okay.
I'm good.
Let me find out if...
Oh, do I take 20?
Yes, you do. Argonath's breath does not recharge, so they won't be breathing deep this round. But they can still do other fun things to you guys. So, what will it be? I think the animated remains of Argonath are going to give out a terrifying roar, crying out, shaking the halls, and I all need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
Do I need higher than a 25?
Yes.
Okay. I just won't.
Well, you need a 25.
I won't roll. Wait. Advantage against being charmed. Is this a magical effect?
It is, but it's not a charm effect. It's a fear effect.
But I have advantage against spells and magical effects. I still can't roll higher than a 22. So.
What do y'all got?
18.
12.
I mean, I guess I'll roll.
You all take 25 thunder damage and are frightened.
Wait a minute. So I can't willingly move closer to him.
Correct.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Frightened
right beside
till
him.
the end of your next turn.
Okay.
Yeah. And you have disadvantage on attack rolls while you can see him.
Disadvantage.
Wait, while I see him,
Yeah.
I close my eyes.
Then you would also have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Blind sight.
I'm gonna say that's
Then you- then-
Deal with your
so,
sight.
I'm so involved with myself that I believe that I can.
Pluto.
attack.
It is your turn.
So I get advantage. So if I close my eyes and I attack him, do I still have disadvantage?
Yeah.
If I can't see him, it's not illegal.
I mean, you're still seeing him because you have blind sight.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah.
And that
It's a
doesn't-
smart move. You close your eyes and are terrified by the.
And when you close your eyes, all you can see in your imagination is this dragon that you're terrified of.
So you see it. And it doesn't make you not able to move.
20 necrotic damage, by the way.
Fine. I took it. Okay. I'm going to do some pretty crazy stuff this turn.
Okay.
Veo.
Yep.
First, I attack. I get a 26 to hit.
Yep.
He's going to take some damage. He's going to take... Oh my god. What's 27 minus a half?
13.
So he takes 26 damage,
Okay.
and then he's going to take an extra 7 damage, and then I'm going to use my burst. This is a big setup. I'm going to use Distracting Strike
Mm-hmm.
to give the next attack against him advantage by attacker other than me.
Okay.
I'm going to forgo one of my attacks for Veo to shoot him, giving her advantage, which cancels out the
Disadvantage, so she gets to shoot and sneak attack.
Yeah.
Nice.
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 That's why you're the master of battle.
I forgo one of my attacks, and you get to add a d12 to the damage.
Whoa. 28 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And a d12. And your regular damage die.
My regular damage, and where's a d12? Just move this stuff out of the way. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice setup.
21 plus.
I know Veo wanted to attack this turn, so.
Okay. 50 damage.
Nice. Your shots crash into the dragon, sending pieces of its body flying away.
I'm going to attack one more time,
Mm-hmm.
getting a 19 to hit.
That bounces off the scales.
That's only your that's your third.
My third. And then I'm going to run away 5 feet,
Okay.
do a big wide circle, so I run at least 20 feet, and I'm just going to murder this guy.
Okay.
I get a 27 to hit.
It's a hit.
Now he takes half damage on Radiant.
Yeah.
Okay. And then in total, 27 damage.
Okay. It's taken one hit. Nice.
My turn. Over.
All right. The dragon is going to smash Veo with its tail, getting a 25 to hit.
It's a long tail.
It's a long tail.
Sure.
I am gonna. Was that my reaction to do
Yeah.
that?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
I can do nothing. It hits.
You take 30 damage and are knocked prone.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
But you did 50 damage, so like that's a net.
And then we go to
positive.
Sebastian.
Yeah, but uh-oh.
Oh, sorry.
And don't forget you take 20 necrotic at the start of your turn, Pluto.
And I'm taking 10.
Yes, I took 20.
10 at the start of mine.
I'm bloodied, by the way.
I'm going to I think I still got to keep these spirits off of Lacricia.
Ophelia.
Ophelia. the new Lacricia. So since they're all spread out, I think my best bet is to continue blasting.
Okay.
So I'm going to blast the one right in front of Ophelia.
Okay.
Protect her.
No more bless.
Yeah, bless is gone.
33.
Yep.
24.
Roll the damage on those 2 hits.
Okay. 15. 16.
That destroys it.
Woohoo!
And then my next 2 hits are going to be on this guy.
Okay.
So we have that hits. 22.
Yep. Yeah. You send a barrage of Eldritch Blast dissipating the spirits.
Okay.
Yep.
Kablamo!
Yeah. So at the end of the round.
There is one more spirit, but
Yeah.
it's tied up with Pluto.
Yeah. Okay. And then the dragon looks at you, Sebastian, and sends a searing beam of psychic energy lashing out at you.
Is this a spell?
Technically not, no.
Is it radiant?
I need a wisdom. I need an intelligence saving throw.
Is it a magical effect?
Sure, have your advantage.
Wisdom saving throw?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Ooh, do I need higher than a 25?
Yes. You need 25.
All right, what happens?
Okay, you take 30 psychic damage and are burning for 3d6 psychic.
Burning
As
Love
your
it.
mind is set on fire.
I'm used to this. I pull a towel out.
Okay. At the end of the round, there's one spirit
Tuck it in under
remaining,
your skull.
and it charges at Ophelia Reed, provoking an attack of opportunity.
I try to kill it. I'm still disadvantaged.
Are you disadvantaged only against the dragon? Or is
No, as long as you can see it.
26 to
Does hit.
for 17 plus.
It's
is it
wiped
good?
out.
Plus 10.
All right. Start of the new round. Someone else can roll me a d6.
I'll roll d6.
Okay.
Because I haven't rolled one in a while. 2.
Oh man.
Oh,
1, 2,
Okay, this is fine. We're doing our jobs.
3.
Oh no!
4.
Oh no!
It's whatever you roll the dice times
Yeah,
2.
I figured it out.
no.
I mathed it. I got
Actually,
it.
you're doing pretty well then.
Yeah, we rolled a 1 and a 2. We're doing okay.
Yep.
Is there a... Can I... Hold on. I mean, don't hold up. Continue. I'm gonna... I have a thought that I need to think.
Think your thoughts. Am I still frightened?
The fear is gone now.
Okay.
Yeah.
For all of us?
Yeah, because it ends on the dragon's.
Great.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Okay. The dragon is going to hold its position here, and so we start the round with Veo. 20 necrotic damage.
20 necrotic damage.
Veo?
Yep.
I will help you.
Okay. Yeah?
Yeah. I got you.
Okay.
I
'Cause
see,
I'm like-
I see you hurting.
I'm like throwing up blood essentially.
Whatever you do, don't worry. I will also help you.
I'm gonna fly backwards. How much is the his aura?
The aura is 30 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna fly backwards out of it then.
Okay.
I do not be in that aura. And I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike.
Nice.
That's my bonus action to cancel out the disadvantage.
It's gone now, right?
It's gone now. Yeah.
There's
Oh.
no disadvantage.
Yeah, it was 1 round.
Then I'm to get advantage
Okay.
on it. And I'm gonna shoot the dragon.
Nice.
Let's see. That is a 27 to hit.
Okay.
Okay. Should I roll both?
Yeah, roll both.
And then that's a 31 to hit on that
Yeah, your arrows strike
Oh, wait.
through.
technically
crashing
I
into the skeletal form of Argonath.
have advantage on that, but the lower
Yep.
one was a 2. Should I
Yep.
re-roll it?
No, go for it.
Okay.
Just roll the damage.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that one. And then Zephyr Strike gives me an extra D8.
I love the glowing.
Just hidden in there.
All right.
It's a lot of dice.
There's a lot of this. 52 on one.
Okay.
And then 25 on the other.
Nice. Nice.
All right.
nice.
You bloodied the dragon.
And then I cough up a little bit more blood because I'm
Okay.
on our dime.
Argonath breathes deep. The breath weapon's coming this round.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
How
How far does breath weapon go?
is it
It
gonna
is
avail?
a 120-foot cone.
Okay.
Yeah, and it basically the dragon has to choose a rough direction, so it's anywhere on this side. So you have to go to the other side of the dragon if you want to avoid it.
Okay. I'm done. I'm good.
Whose turn is it?
Pluto.
I charge the dragon,
Okay.
ignoring the spirit.
Okay. The spirits seem fixated on Ophelia. Like they are
They go
being
this way.
Yeah, they're being conjured
Okay.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
Epically.
Epically charge the dragon.
That's right in its mouth.
I
I just want to point
if
that
if I cram my body into its mouth, can I stop the? Now you know what? Well, that's for another day. First, I'm going to attack.
Okay.
I crit.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm going to resolve that in a second. My second attack, I'm going to do. So I do the goading or the distracting strike again. We're doing the same combo as last time.
Okay.
So I'm going to give Veo another shot
Woo.
with advantage this time.
Woo!
Nice.
Oh,
Go for it, Veo.
Do I get sneak attack on this one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because sneak attack is once per turn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Woo!
Plus an extra d12.
Yeah, this is the huge hack with rogues, is that if you can find a way to attack using your reaction, you can sneak attack twice per round. Yeah.
That is a 21 to hit.
It misses.
Can I lucky it?
If you want to.
Yes!
Please. Do it.
A crit!
Yeah. So double crit.
Okay.
So
Give me the damage on these crits.
okay, and then I'm gonna attack the last 2 times for a 23
Mm-hmm.
and higher. So
All right.
I have a crit and 2
Roll
hits.
me this boatload of damage.
Go,
I need
Vale.
Okay.
Go for it, Vale.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me this boatload of damage. This is going to be a lot.
and I'm just sitting back
You did take 20 necrotic damage, though.
and relaxing.
Yes.
Not me. I was like, not me. Okay. Times.
And that's with the 12 extra damage for her, right?
She also gets an extra 12,
Yeah.
d12, on top of whatever. I don't know if you count that. I don't think you can count it in the crit, but
I think you would.
No? Yeah?
good.
Do I? Count the extra d12 in the crit?
In the crit.
Yeah.
Yes.
So 89 plus whatever you roll.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
nice.
sick.
I'm so happy you lucky that crit.
I felt it. I love it. It's so good.
Didn't even roll them. Okay. Whoa. Okay. 137 damage from Veo.
That's gross. Because I crit in 2 hits, I only did 120. And that's including radiant half
Okay.
damage.
That triggers its Draconic Rebuke.
I know.
It gets to move. Moves around over here. And it's going to fire its wild magic breath in a line to hit both of you.
Now, this is a triggering thing, right?
Yes, this is
So I
trigger.
can't do anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Sorry, Veo.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you were gonna help me.
so I need both of you to make intelligence saving throws against this wild magic breath.
You've got this.
Do I?
No, you literally can't.
Intelligence saving throw?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a +0.
Okay. You
So I
fail.
take it.
19.
Okay.
I guess I couldn't make it anyways now.
All right. So you both take 55 radiant damage,
Ow.
and I need you and you both trigger arcane anomalies, which just like before, happen. You roll twice, and I pick.
I'm
You're out.
yeah.
Veo's down.
Do I still get to roll that arcane anomaly?
Yeah, you still got to roll the arcane anomaly.
2?
So roll 2 D100 twice, and then I will pick which one occurs.
Just got Veo back, y'all.
Actually, I can. If you die,
Oh
I
wait,
can
am I
bring
still
you
in
back.
Wrath's book?
Technically?
Roll a D6.
6.
Yeah, sure.
Ah!
So you're back up.
You just stand up.
Yep.
You're at 1.
1.
Alrighty.
I think I rolled too close together. You tell me. A 92 and an 89. Do you want me
Those
to...
are still different things.
Do you want me to... Okay. I got a 92 and an 89.
37. What's that?
Okay.
5?
50.
No, that's double
Oh.
0.
00.
5?
5.
Okay. So the two things that you got. Okay, I'm going to do this one. Reminiscent of those which consumed Drakkenheim in the meteor's wake, a roaring wave of eldritch fire erupts in a 30-foot emanation. Every creature, these were yours.
Yeah.
So everyone within 30 feet of you is set on fire,
Oh, no!
burning 3d6.
Oh no.
Yeah, that would be Ophelia and Sebastian.
I don't know if that is.
Here.
Within 30?
Measure.
Dropping things. Sorry.
Within 30 of Pluto?
So, okay. Here.
Yeah, it would.
This is 25.
Here.
Measure it.
Yeah.
Ophelia?
Ophelia's still within 30 of the dragon, though, right?
Is it the dragon or Pluto?
Pluto.
Is Ophelia within 30 of the dragon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so she's fine. Okay. All right, sure, just Pluto. Vale, what did you get?
I got a 37 and a 5.
30.
Double 0 and a 5 is 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a 37.
Yeah, 37. It's very low rolls.
Okay, you are affected by hideous laughter, but instead of laughing, you repeat unfathomable syllables and words. Occasionally, a somewhat incomprehensible but totally illogical phrase emerges, such as "Oh, time thy pyramids." So you're kind of like speaking in tongues,
Oh, okay.
and you're still tiny, Veo.
What was the thing they said?
Oh, time thy pyramid.
Are you casting a spell? I don't know this one.
And then the dragon uses its epic action to smash Pluto for a 39 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
You take 30 damage.
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Okay.
Do I have to be alive for this ritual?
Yes.
Oh, man. Okay, well then... Veo, I don't know if I can help you right now.
That's fine. I'm fine.
So I'm going to cast... I'm going to use my second action surge.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast... see, the thing is, though, is that the breath weapon's coming.
It did. That was it. You bloodying the dragon with that a huge attack triggered it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But, okay, I'm going to use my action surge, and I'm going to use the heal spell on myself
Okay.
from St. Petrurio's.
Yeah. Sebastian.
Sorry, Veo. That was for you. I was going to go to you.
It's fine.
And I was going to wait for you to die, then I was going to just bring it back.
How's the dragon looking?
Very weak.
He took 250 damage that last
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to hex the dragon And I'm going to blast it with all my Eldritch Blasts.
Alrighty.
That's a crit.
Okay.
That's 18.
That misses.
That's a hit.
Okay.
And another crit.
Okay. I think you might have it, but let's roll it out.
So that's
With 2 crits on Hex.
Chill. Big crit.
You big crit.
Big critting over here.
Little Veo crit.
Big Rudy and Little Veo.
Big Rudy.
It's a kitten Veo.
so 33 with the first
Mhm.
attack. 25 with the other crit.
Mm-hmm.
And 19.
Got it in just over 1.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Argonath's
Good
bones
switch.
clatter to the ground. And Ophelia Reed says, "It's not over." As the spirits charge at her.
I made a choice to take the dragon out, hoping that it would. Oh no.
She's gonna die in front of you.
Okay.
Do I have
You have a bonus action.
No, I used it to hex.
Yep.
Oh, you did.
The spirits, 2 of them can get to her. The other 2 are too far away. But these spirits, they all race towards her. These 2 get right up to her.
See what
She
happens.
gets attacked twice. She's hit both times for 20 damage each, which leaves her bloodied. And I need 2 concentration checks.
With advantage?
You roll them.
Can I silvery barbs one of those?
Yes, and it does become a miss.
Okay, so only one check?
And I'm gonna give
Yeah.
Lacricia. I mean, I guess she already has advantage.
Ophelia.
Oh, wow.
Everyone's doing that. Yeah.
It's the necklace.
Ophelia.
Yeah.
She put the necklace on and now we don't know who she is.
No, but I guess she already has advantage. So, Pluto. Take
Thank you.
Advantage next.
She has advantage,
Mhm.
and it's just one save.
Yep.
And it's a 13?
It's enough to make concentration.
Okay.
Okay. I've got to finish the spell, but you need to make sure that I can't hold up much longer with that. Pluto, you've got to still invoke the dragon.
Okay.
Pluto, we got this. Veo and I have this.
Top of the round, roll a d6.
Go for it.
Your turn.
1.
Those are the best time to get low rolls.
Yep. Veo, death save.
Oh, I've got 1. I'm on 1.
Oh, yeah, you are on 1. Then it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to use all of my movement, including my feline agility that I haven't used yet. The flying boots. To get up to Ophelia.
Okay.
And if that's not enough, I can use
No,
my
you
bonus
can.
action. Okay.
Yep.
And I'm going to use Thunderstep to get Ophelia over where there's only one ghost.
On the other side of the dragon's remains.
Yes.
Okay.
So they have to make a con save.
Oh, yeah, all those. So
Nice.
And Sebastian.
there's 5 of the spirits there.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I mean, you're fine.
Okay, so 4 of them fail their saves, and that'll be enough to. I don't need you to roll a damage for it. I'll
Okay.
just.
Do I
Nice.
take half damage?
Yes.
Okay, I made the save.
Okay.
But
I don't know. Is that how? Yep. Half, right? Half as much. Yep.
So roll your damage. And I will take it. And all these guys dead?
No.
No.
They're all still there, but
Okay.
4 of them have been damaged significantly.
13.
1 of them has been lightly
So half
damaged.
of 13.
That was the damage?
Yeah.
That was the total damage?
3 d10s, right?
Yeah. And it was 13?
1 and a 3.
Ooh, then it was quite weak. Okay. All right.
So you
Just a
only
little,
hurt.
because I'm
Yeah.
tiny Veo. A little spark.
Pluto.
I'm gonna run and cut down this. Wait, I have to concentrate.
Ophelia needs you to help finish the ritual.
I climb up on top of the dragon's bones,
Okay.
and I, like you would, kind of like lull a horse, and I gently whisper, and I go, "Who's your daddy?" I go, Argonath. It's okay, I'm here. Saint Vitruvio, aka Pluto Jackson, the new Saint Vitruvio, a living saint. Didn't have to die for this. I was oiled by, you know what, you don't need the whole backstory. I'm baptized, I'm ready to go. Come to us. Remember who you are. You are the true.
You are my son.
You are my protector. You're the protector of Drakkenheim. You are here to help rid the city of its invaders.
Yeah.
The,
All right.
the crystal invaders.
Do you want to give me persuasion with advantage?
Persuasion with advantage. I'm very not persuasive.
What would you prefer?
Could I do insight
Sure.
or survival? Either of those. 25?
All right, I'll take it.
I'm reaching into his soul. I'm seeing he can see my truth, and I see his, and it's
All right.
beautiful.
There you go. All right, we go to Sebastian.
Gonna cone of cold all of these guys.
Oh wait, I'm frozen solid.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Can I do a lap?
Sure. You can do it. You do a little jog.
I run, and I run, and I get a running start, and then I run and leap onto its back.
Okay. Sure. Cone of cold.
Yeah.
How much damage?
Cone of cold, that's gonna be 8d8. So 35 damage.
Okay. That destroys all of them.
Yeah.
Combined with the damage that Veo did before, that's enough to take them all down.
Nice
And
job.
give him a little static shock.
I gave him a little static shot for you.
Nice. All right. Top of the round.
This is thunder.
Who's gonna roll me a d6 this time? Oh, one spirit does get through to stab Ophelia.
Oh no!
She takes 20 damage.
Can I silvery barbs?
Sure.
Wait, does that go? No, I guess.
That does make it a miss.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Could I? Is it my reaction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. D6.
3. Uh-oh.
They return.
Ugh.
Oh, advantage, by the way.
Oh yeah, thank you. Like, actually, you can give it to Ophelia.
All right.
No, I don't know.
Take it.
There we go.
Take it.
Veo.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep moving Ophelia around, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know if that helps, but
Remember, she does need to stay within 30 feet of the dragon's remains.
and I can't fly with her in my arms, so
Yeah, you are too tiny for that.
I'm too tiny.
If only you could give her a flying carpet.
Oh, I'm on fire too.
I mean, I could give her a
Yeah, you took 10 fire
Oh wait,
damage.
I'm psychically on fire.
Yeah, you took 10 psychic damage.
I'm just
fire.
tiny.
I took fire.
My brain hurts.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll move her.
Nice job.
How are you going to move her?
Thunderstep
Okay.
again.
Roll the damage on Thunderstep, because it is relevant for taking out these spirits.
25.
Oh, wow.
That was way better.
Yeah.
And all those near one, they all fail. So where do you want to bring her?
We're going back and forth.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
This is a game of
hopscotch.
cat and mouse with
Yeah.
these
Are they still okay?
literal
They're-
cat and
They're not destroyed by it. They've got more hit points than just 25, but that's enough to heavily damage them.
Okay.
And then bonus action. I don't think I can do anything. I do nothing.
Okay, Pluto.
I hop down.
Mm-hmm.
I run 20 feet. I run back. I jump back up. I'm practicing mounting the dragon. This is all practice for later when he's resurrected. I say, you are a gift to the world, and I will wield you as a gift. O great dragon, Argonath, champion of Drakkenheim, destroyer of what I kind of tell you to. Thank you for believing and coming back to us. Your slumber's over.
All right, you used insight the first time, and I gave that one to you, but I need something different this time.
This time, because dragons are like animals.
I'm not good. Nah, not in this case.
So not animal handling?
Nah.
But he's such a good boy. Come
But
on,
he's such a good boy. Oh, she was a good boy. Can I? Okay, I'll go for it. I'll do persuasion, but I'm gonna use my commander's.
And you have advantage.
And you have advantage, yeah.
I'm gonna use
Nice.
my combat superiority dice
Okay.
for commanding presence to give me an extra D12, so I can hope.
D12 is not nothing.
Well, I rolled a 1 on it, and I rolled a lucky. Will you accept a 17?
It's not quite as good as it could have been. You'll need one more success to get this done.
Oh.
Yep.
Bonus action. I'm on fire
Mm-hmm.
a little bit.
Yep.
Bonus action. Oh, I can't do anything. Second wind,
Okay.
I guess.
Sebastian, you're on deck.
I'm light and on fire a little bit.
All right.
There's 4 damaged ones and 3 that are unharmed.
If I hop, and then that way,
I can take it. I'm mostly cold. I'm cold resistant. You can shoot through the bones. They're just bones.
yeah, but I actually think like I get more if I just ignore you, and then I leave 2 and get the rest. We're gonna do a cone of cold again.
Okay, so that's 5 in the area. I don't think any of them are making that save.
43.
Nice.
Alrighty. 2 spirits remain, and they charge at Ophelia.
Oh, man.
Both hit. She takes 40 damage. She is not looking too good, guys.
She's dead.
Can we still rebarbs again?
Sure. That saves 1 hit.
That's all we need. Advantage!
Yeah.
Advantage! Keep
Ophelia
going!
Reed can maybe take 3 more hits.
Ugh.
I'm doing my best. I'm taking out as many of these things as I can,
know.
guys.
Yeah. Alrighty.
I'm not very good at talking.
Top of the round. Roll me a d6.
So who's good at rolling ones? I just rolled a 3.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay, do it.
I'll do it.
Do it.
Don't you? Or you're grounded.
Or you're grounded.
Okay. 2 more spirits appear.
Oh, man, we needed that. so
Veo,
bad.
it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time. I got one more slot for this. Thunder. Oh, 2 more slots actually. Thunderstep.
Oh no, me again.
Sorry.
Ouch.
All right.
Where are you going?
Wait, you could go over here. That's still within 30 feet,
Is
right?
it?
Yeah.
Yep. Is
Right?
it?
Yeah, that's like the extreme range.
Okay.
You can go a little closer.
I mean, I also don't want her in running distance of this guy.
They're gonna be, but I
Okay.
I gotta.
And 2 of them are lightly damaged. Roll the damage on Thunderstep.
Okay, let me think about this.
Yeah. Oh, 25.
Okay.
Look at that.
Nice. Anything else, Veo?
Nope.
Pluto.
Can I feed Argonath something?
What?
Animals from my bag of tricks. What does he want? What is he hungry for?
He is hungry for spiritual enlightenment and the knowing that you are a champion worthy of being his brother. Invoke.
What if I
Show the dragon how you have wielded Ignatius. Show how you use the relics.
I shish kebab the closest spirit, and I feed it to Argonath.
Okay.
So
Can you
I'm
frame that in terms of...
So like I'm gonna use my action to grab one of the spirits, and I'm gonna compact it with my great strength and feed it to the great Argonath.
Spiritual enlightenment, right?
Spiritual enlightenment. Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna feed on the spirit, and I go, "This is just a taste, baby." And I'm gonna use my hands to show I mean business.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Athletics?
Sure.
You'll take athletics?
Yeah.
I was just going for like flavor, but I'll take it.
Only Pluto could turn
Spiritual enlightenment into feeding spirits to dragons.
do an athletics check.
25.
Alrighty.
Go, there you go, big boy. You eat up.
Yep.
And there's more where that came from.
The feeding righteous spirits to the dragon's spectral form may be ill-advised if it is even possible, but the show of your great devotion at trying to care for the dragon rings true nonetheless.
He doesn't get it, but he's trying.
What
Yeah.
if I cast like heal on him?
Uh,
On the great Argonath.
I mean, he's already giving you the athletics stunt. I think you're there.
No,
It's unconventional, but so is Pluto.
I see what he's saying. Like,
give me one more inspiring little bit. Come on.
yeah. What if I help Ophelia Reed?
She says,
Oh,
just use your words, Pluto. Tell the dragon, show the dragon who you are. What do you believe in?
I believe that you are coming back to help us purge the great crystal from this land. There is a heart that I touched, and it was weird. And we're going to get rid of it. We're going to destroy it. And with your help, you will finally, after this, you will be able to rest, not because you were defeated, but because you were victorious.
The dragon, you feel the dragon back in your mind, and it speaks back to you and says, Pluto Jackson, you have done great things. Why? You are mighty in deeds, like Vitruvio. But do you do these things for others or for yourself?
When I came here, before we found your bones, before I got baptized, it was for me. It was for my people, my family, and myself. And my time here, time I spent here, the lives that were lost, the people that were saved, I learned that the righteousness that I carry isn't about doing what is objectively good, but what is good for me. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Try that again. It's not about what. Look, I talked to one of the saints. They were like, "You do you, man, and I'm gonna keep doing what I do." And you know what that is? You know what that is, Argonath? That's killing demons. That's driving away evil spirits. That's fighting for justice against those who can't defend themselves. And we've got a city full of people that need our help. And so I look to you, not as a weapon, but as a tool. Like a hammer. And you're going to help us rebuild this city. And the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to crack that heart of delirium open and suck out all those juicy innards.
Sorry, did you say you're here to fight against people who can't defend themselves? Is that what you said?
No. I said fight for people who can't defend themselves.
Fight for people.
Fight for people.
Against people.
Yeah, was there confusion there? Fighting for people that can't defend themselves, like the people that live in this city.
Right.
They were turned upside down by this awful meteor. We're gonna get rid of it, you and me. And I want to do like a cool bro grab with his.
As you offer the dragon your hand, it reaches up with its skeletal arm and clasps your arm. And with that there is a blazing display of light as you see the muscle and sinew of the dragon's body begin to reform in a flash of light as you do like the bro clasp with the dragon. And you hear in your mind it says, "Do not hide yourself from the world, Paluto Jackson. Though you are arrogant, you are a bold and fearless warrior. You speak when you speak with determination and action, rather than trying to convince people that you have a righteous motive when you just want to kick ass."
Yes, I just want to kick ass, man. And that's what I keep forgetting. The saint told me, just do you, man. And I'm going to kill so many bad things. And we're going to do it together. And I'm going to do it on the top of you. I'm going to ride you into the badass. Yeah! Argonath, you breathe!
Yeah, this is the new toy from WizKids
my
because
gosh.
it has an interchangeable head
Wow.
that is the fire breathing
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah!
that I can't quite put on properly because I maybe put it on upside down. So we'll just put the regular one on for now. But it's super cool.
That
And Argonath is reborn.
Here, we can put him on a... I think that's like uneven.
No, he's fine.
He's good.
And with that, in the flare of light, the remaining spirits dissipate as the majestic form of the golden dragon Argonath is returned to Drakkenheim once more.
Chill, you're fine.
You okay?
I wanted pointless. It was just you and you was fucking too.
Yeah, just one hit point.
One hit
We
point. We're
barely
fine. Yeah,
made
we're
it on
fine.
that. Wow.
And I'm glowing, and I'm radiating. You've never seen me glow so nice. Like I feel good. I feel bronzy.
Gold.
Oh yeah, I gotta keep running. Around
No,
the
gold.
circle. Oh, gold. I thought you said cold. I'm
Oh,
really
also
cold. I'm super cold.
Actually, you cast heal on yourself, right?
I can.
But
get
you
rid of
did.
it.
Heal does actually remove all contamination and mutations.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So I'm fine now.
Yeah. Yeah, don't forget that. Heal does that.
I absolutely forgot that. Do you? And I guess I can use a version of heal right after this. I reach out to Veo, and I'm gonna heal you, Veo, from your contamination.
Thank you very much.
Ophelia Reed breathes.
Are you okay,
Sorry.
Ophelia?
I'll be fine.
I was doing my best, Ophelia. I'm not... There was a lot of spirits.
You saw that I had Lacricia's stone.
I did.
I don't know what to do with it. But I knew it was not a good idea to bring it here. I'm sorry that you doubted me, though.
I didn't doubt it. I see, I see, Ophelia, that you have one of the most caring souls of anyone I've ever met. And you cared for Lacricia. She was your teacher. She was your family.
She doesn't... With all that happened, when I heard that she'd passed, but that Eliza had managed to get her stone, I worry that Uriel Radley or the Divine Matriarch will just destroy it. And I don't know. These stones down here, these people, they believe something. And to them it was true and right. And they believed in the flame, but they believed what Lacricia taught them. And I don't think they deserve to be punished for that. Not beyond, not having their souls harmed. That's too much. No one deserves that.
I agree with you. But they also, if they truly believe in the flame, they don't deserve to be locked up here either.
Yeah.
No. No, they don't. There's others in the faith and the Silver Order that don't agree with me about that. That would rather just destroy these stones and condemn their souls to whatever happens if you break these crystals. And that doesn't sit right with me.
It's not very in the flame of them to think that way. But I think be their guardian.
Yeah, you were sort of chosen for this. And I think, along with Lacricia Matthias, all these other stones fall under your care. And maybe you have to hide them, but I feel like you'll know what to do.
Or maybe there's a way you can figure out to guide them back to the flame, even as they are. Clearly they're here.
It's
It was just
hard
pop a bunch.
because
Because they attacked.
I didn't bring Lacricia here today. In part because I knew that she would be a distraction. But also because she started speaking to me almost right away. And she knows what you all want to do. And she doesn't want that to happen. She says it's a bad idea.
Her soul is speaking to you?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Any of these crystals, if you hold the shard of golden delirium, you can speak with the soul inside.
Oh, my. Oh, no.
Don't talk to your food.
She...
Wait. Did I notice anything when I touched golden delirium? Like, I was scooping batches and...
Yeah, you were
There's
not.
screams.
Yeah,
Was there screams when I was juice bot
Oh,
when I was jammers?
But you're used to hearing those screams when you eat souls.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true. Man. I didn't know they were screaming at me.
There's
I
a
thought they were
darkness
just...
to you.
Me?
Yeah.
You're sorry, it's been 2 years, Pluto. You were just figuring that out now. I'm
No,
pretty sure like the
more of a
first day
comment.
we met.
It's more of a comment on
Yeah,
it.
okay. Alright, that's fair.
No.
Well, the dragon grumbles. It has been a long time. I see the disaster that has happened to this great city.
We need your help.
Can you fit out of here?
The dragon looks, and he looks over his shoulder, like cranes his neck around at you, Pluto. Hold on tight.
Okay.
And with that, he crashes off the ground, and there's the top of the chimney, and the dragon just crashes through the ceiling and flies up a ceiling, crashes through the floor of the cathedral and the roof of the cathedral, and takes you for an epic flight over the city.
Oh no!
I was always saying that this cathedral could use a sunroof.
They're just like putting the final touches on the brazier, and it just like
Don't let them see you. They're gonna blame you. Yeah.
I got my wig on.
Cover your face.
cue Disney song, majestic.
Yes, as
Flying around the city.
Pluto, you get to have a bonding moment with your new dragon friend as the and
Look at that. There's death over there.
Man, like-
and the dragon and Argonath basically asks for you to explain what has happened to Drakkenheim to him.
Yeah, and I give him the Pluto version,
Yeah. Which is wildly inaccurate.
full of plot holes and inconsistencies.
Yeah, but Ignatius helps.
But extremely detailed
And
in
truthful.
the moments where you murdered giant monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were the most detailed.
And I really try to lull over the whole paladin killing.
Also, I really hope none of the ceiling squished any of the gold until it.
And you guys are okay. It's structurally, like, it was just a hole. Okay? It's fine. So I
Also
just
says-
leave you guys. I just leave you guys in the cathedral.
I help Lacricia, or I give.
Feel-
It's the ending of the word.
Yeah.
I help Ophelia out to make sure she gets out of this crumbling building safely.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you help her.
Yeah.
Man, I imagine there's like some farmer miles and miles away who's just like a second dragon, like looking up and as like a gold dragon.
There's no farmers for weeks. Of
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I just like think it's
Maybe
funny.
someone from Everwood Village.
Yeah, just like another dragon.
Aw.
maybe
Sebastian's
the
dad is like,
crows.
oh.
What? Oh yeah, the crows.
Yeah. Your half siblings.
There's a robot dragon now. There's a gold dragon.
Yeah.
What next? A
Where's the
giant
harpy?
robot?
Yeah, there better not be a giant
The
robot.
harpy egg that they were
Yeah, they do
raising.
have a harpy egg. I wonder how that's doing. I should really check up on them.
I do want to say to Ophelia, saying like, just, I'm not saying don't talk to Lacricia, but just be mindful that she may think she's right and she may believe it with her entire soul, clearly. But that doesn't mean she's right.
It's strange. The thing that I've noticed about these crystals. It's like they're almost stopped. They've stopped. Like the spirit within can't form new memories. It can't change. It's just who they were at
Stuck.
the end.
Hmm.
And so even each time, it's like when I first spoke with her, and then when I spoke with her again, it was like she didn't remember that we'd spoken once before.
Same conversation.
Yeah.
So is it truly her soul? And if it is it is trapped. It is.
I have no doubt that it's her spirit, but
But her spirit's a broken record.
whatever state the spirits are in, they are just kept in that state. They can't. Now, you must know that that's not dissimilar for spirits in general. Those that wander the Shadowlands are very confused as well and often don't have a sense of where they are.
Tell me about it.
Mhm.
Lacricia seems to understand. And I don't know. It's strange. But I'm going to keep her in a safe place. But I didn't want her to interfere with this today.
That's wise.
That would have been bad.
Would have been. I think we would have been. I don't think we would have been able to do this with her here.
I don't think we would have been wise enough to not bring her, so it's good that you thought about that. I wouldn't have thought about it.
You yell from.
I swoop by.
Um,
Sorry.
and
Yeah, I forgot where I am.
Sebastian, do you remember when you were in the Shadowlands? I don't remember much. But-
I don't know what it was like for you. I have a semblance of an idea, but you have to keep in mind that most of my being is informed of the Shadowlands.
But
It's-
you told us about your time there.
I remember
Remember.
every part of it.
Well, I mean, maybe Ophelia would like to know about Theodore Marshall.
Oh, yeah, I guess I only told Pluto about that.
Because that might help her understand.
Ophelia, it's probably no surprise to you. If it is, I apologize. I died and came back. I spent some
I
time...
see what you are.
I'm sorry. I don't like it. I wish you didn't have to see me like this. I did spend some time in the Shadowlands. And there was a really interesting moment for me. I met Theodore Marshall there.
Oh, tell me about it. Let's head back.
And I do recount the story
Yeah.
of like him guiding souls to the light.
She takes comfort in that. And I think as Pluto flies overhead and Veo and Ophelia and Sebastian head back, I think we will shift our scene to the king and company and see how they do with Ryan Gramier.
And that's why you should help us. No, that's...
Is that how you're going to say it?
Accept my compelling argument.
We come to our scene in the Archmage's office of the Inscrutable Tower. A very rare audience for anyone who is not a member of the Academy to be admitted into these spaces. But for a king and his personal entourage, being allowed into the Archmage's office of the Inscrutable Tower is appropriate. And in fact, as you are brought into the Amethyst Academy's tower, a great deal of respect is shown for this moment. Because as you enter the Inscrutable Tower, all of the mages of the Academy that are working here in the Great Hall of the lowest level of the Inscrutable Tower, they're all present, and they stand at attention and essentially offer a royal welcome to you as you come into the tower.
Nice.
All the mages are present, and
Master Noodle?
Master Noodle, and you are brought to the elevators, which take you straight up and through the breach to the Archmage's office. And as befits your station, whereas many would meet with the Archmage like behind their bureau or their desk, the Academy does bring out, like they actually say that there's old protocols for this, and in the Archmage's office they are able to conjure essentially a throne for you, and the Archmage and in this instance it creates this sort of feeling of not like sitting at two sides at a negotiation, like this
Rather than me across from a meeting,
Yeah.
less than an interview, it's more like equals.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Yeah.
So Ryan Gramier introduces herself, and she does address you as Your Majesty.
Director Gramier?
Sorry, she does not address you as Your Majesty. She says King Wilhelm.
Director Gramier.
Welcome to the Inscrutable Tower.
Thank you. I'm sorry I've put it off for so long.
How can the Academy be of service to Westamar?
I've been meaning to meet with you for some time. I've heard many good things about your work, and I find what you're doing here very compelling and interesting. And
I'm glad to hear that. We're doing very important work here.
I see that. Sebastian and the rest have come back with reports. Apparently you have helped them out several times during their adventures. And I want to thank you for your services in getting us to the point that we're at now.
You're welcome.
And I want to offer you a place in the efforts moving forward to secure Drakkenheim and unify Westmar. We cannot have a unified continent without the help of the Amethyst Academy.
I agree.
I have reasons to not trust many of the Directorate. And from what I hear, you also have reasons to not trust many of the Directorate.
That is both pragmatic and wise.
But I understand that potentially you are somebody we can put our trust in.
I hope that you can trust knowledge. I hope that you can trust rationality. And I hope that you can trust logic.
I hope that you can respect that there are certain lines that need to be towed in order to maintain a relationship, even between parties that otherwise would not always work together. And if we want peace in this continent, I hope that you can respect that there may need to be a middle ground that we can come to. I want to do everything I can for you, but I'm going to need you to help me help you.
Of course. And of course, you are here with 2 other compatriots of yours that are deeply affected by the Academy. Your friend Wrath here is the son of 2 of the other members of the Directorate. And Baroness Whitaker, your children are Mageborn and in attendance at Paradox Castle, I understand.
The grandkids, yeah.
Your grandkids. Very good. King Wilhelm, the Academy, of course, is at your service under the purview and the terms of the Edicts of Lumen, which means that we can provide all of our services to you at fair and equal cost. The Academy must provide those services, but the Crown must also make sure that the Academy is properly compensated and that our autonomy is respected in the process.
Permission to speak plainly. I respect that you're adhering to the rules of the Edicts of Lumen. As far as I'm concerned, the Edicts of Lumen are a flawed document. And I would ask, what do you think? How do you feel, Ryan, if it weren't for the Edicts of Lumen? I'm willing to offer you a few things. If you want to hear my offer, I can give that to you, and then I would love to hear what you think. The Edicts of Lumen are going to hold certain value here, but if it were up to me, we would throw the whole document out and rewrite a new one that is in the better interest of the Crown, the mages, and the Church. That's me speaking plainly. I love what you're doing here with Delirium. I fear the rest of the Directorate. If it were up to me, you, Ryan Greymere, positioned here in Drakkenheim, get to maintain control of studies into Delirium. You have to allow myself and my company to destroy the Delirium heart. After that is done, cleanup will begin in the city, as well as Ash Bay, under your supervision. All of the Delirium that gets cleaned up will be brought here. Or, if there's not enough room, we have to destroy it. Trade of Delirium will become prohibited. We will allow people into the city to scavenge Delirium, only to be sold to you in this town for study. I also want to offer you, in exchange for agreeing to these terms, a token of gratitude. And I...
Turn to Rudy.
Rudy, can you...
Put it on the table.
And in exchange for this, I hope that we can come to an understanding, not just bound by the Edicts of Lumen, but as individuals who respect one another. And I also would ask a favor, that you outfit myself and our closest and most powerful allies with the gear that you've created to help us get to the Delirium Heart.
Ryan Greymere says, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear what you just said about the Edicts of Lumen. It is improper for such things to be part of our conversations.
Fair enough. I'm a man of honesty, and I apologize if that has no place here, but I don't see you as just somebody who needs to be behind a wall of legal documents. I want to speak as... What I wanted from that is to let you know that I would like to speak as human beings.
It seems to me that the elements of the Edicts of Lumen that you and I, well, that perhaps both of us share that sentiment. I think we might have some very serious disagreements on the implications of what that means. And I would rather not that those disagreements come between our ability to work together.
I appreciate that.
Second of all, there are to be no favors between us. Everything that the Academy does for Westamar is a transaction and needs to be understood in those terms.
Very well.
It is a service provided to the Crown in exchange for a price. That price that we ask for our services may be paid in delirium that is provided to the Academy for our research purposes. If you would have the services of the Amethyst Academy, so long as we are provided with the materials that we need to continue our research, the fruits of that research will be available to the Crown. They will also be available to Caspia. They will also be available to Illyria, although there's no chance of them actually wanting to purchase any of that. And as a service, we will outfit your team and assist in the cleanup of Ash Bay and Drakkenheim. As always, there may come a time the Edicts of Lumen say nothing about delirium. If it comes a time that they are to be renegotiated, and if the Illyrians wish for some sort of stipulation to be placed upon it, I will simply say that, yes, the Edicts of Lumen have provisions against certain forms of necromancy and demonology, but they do not address any form of the magics pertaining to delirium. If such a time emerges that negotiations around this are needed, then we will come to the table on that. For now, the Academy is willing to respect the fact that the Crown of Westamar claims delirium as its property. And if you wish to sell delirium to the Academy in exchange for the Academy's services, that is a transaction that both I can oversee, and I will tell you that I've spoken with this matter with the other members of the Directorate, and they are amenable to that.
I find this surprising. I was under the impression that the Directorate wouldn't let go of delirium so easily.
Fortunately, I have convinced them to see it differently.
Can you agree to the terms that delirium remains here at the Inscrutable Tower for study, and not the other facilities of the Amethyst Academy? This is to become the Delirium Research Center for the Amethyst Academy.
This certainly will be the Delirium Research Center for the Amethyst Academy, but I must tell you that things that are created using delirium will not stay here. There will be magic items.
But
there will
things
be
that are
devices that will be, but
raw delirium.
It is no longer practical for raw delirium to be moved away from Drakkenheim, at least for the foreseeable future.
Very good. I'm surprised. I won't lie. I've been prepared for some months now to potentially face members of the Directorate as opposition in this matter, whether that was in negotiation or in war.
As far as the Directorate is concerned, and as far as I have discussed it with them, the Directorate has come to the conclusion that they do not wish to invite additional hostility upon the Academy or challenges to their leadership if it means questioning this. And I have explained to them how under these terms we will be allowed to continue doing our work and research with delirium in a manner that, frankly speaking, is far more advantageous for us long term.
This is good news. Again, I am surprised. I do ask in the terms of transaction, is the perfect geode that we are offering, is that
Good.
like is that payment? Is that what we're seeing this as then for the services?
What services will it pass, I guess is the question.
I guess the final question is, we have been made aware of a great weapon that you have at your disposal.
Indeed.
And that it requires a power source such as this.
Absolutely.
If we give you the power source, can we borrow this tool to move into the Delirium Heart?
Nexus Prime is a potent weapon. And if you would like to lease it from the Academy, given the circumstances under which I understand that you would like to use it, by my calculations, there is a large probability that Nexus Prime will be destroyed in the operation that you are proposing. Therefore, we are prepared to offer the sale of Nexus Prime to the Kingdom of Westamar. The perfect geode, of course, needs to be installed in Nexus Prime in order to render it operational at all. Thus, the accounting that we have determined, the Crown, through its actions, has established a credit with the Amethyst Academy for the restoration of the Inscrutable Tower. This Delirium Geode, Nexus Prime, settles that balance.
Okay.
Along with outfitting you and your companions with the equipment that you need for the mission at hand. And we can provide additional consulting.
My last question.
Pretty
If
generous.
I think this is amazing, and I agree to those terms. If Nexus Prime were to survive,
It is the property of the Kingdom of Westamar.
good.
You're buying it, not leasing it.
Yeah,
You're gonna own it.
I think it's
While the people starve, King rides in a giant robot.
Why did you have to start that with, well, the people starve? Why are
Just
people
saying.
starving?
People are starving.
Are they?
Yeah, there's no farms for miles. That's what it was saying. I don't know where people get food.
It's
There's
Isn't-
the armies though
Ralph, if
grow
you,
strong.
do we need to
The
explain to you that-
military-industrial complex churns its wheels everlasting.
You know there's a ton of food in Emberwood Village. It gets shipped in daily.
Do I know that?
I don't know. I mean, Raph, we might need to sit you down and teach you about how things have been working here for the last while, but yeah, you got the basic gist of it.
I want to impress upon you that the Academy is committed to the continued research and study of practical applications for delirium. We assure you that delirium that is turned over to the Academy will be kept in utmost safety in accordance with some of our strictest containment protocols. And we will continue to provide services that aid with the harvesting and destruction of delirium, so long as a portion of that delirium is given to us for research and manufacturing purposes as a transaction, as a price. I need to be very clear that it is not the place of the Crown to direct the Academy on what research we may do. Certainly, if you would like to specifically fund initiatives within the Academy and make requests of what we might do first or what we might prioritize, that is more than acceptable. If you would like us, for example, to work on water filtration systems or power sources for Drakkenheim, these are promising projects that are well underway. If you would like us to continue to outfit your soldiers with more weaponry or provide more magical security that is powered by delirium for the city or for yourself personally, all of these are available avenues. And certainly, if you would like to encourage us to investigate more efficient ways of destroying delirium, that is a project that is well underway, as well as investigative methods. But if there are types of research that you would like us to not pursue, that is outside of your... That is a limit. And if you wish to impose those kind of restrictions on the Academy, you will need to spearhead a renegotiation of the Edicts of Lumen.
I want to ask you another question then, Ryan. It's my understanding that you and I see somewhat eye to eye on the treatment of delirium. But again, I cannot speak for your partners. They have in the past used delirium for unconventional purposes that have proven problematic.
Such as?
I heard recently of a rattling tests with delirium. I've heard of an army of robots that, and this is the thing I worry about. Your work seems to be in energy and
Weapon making?
I mean, you did build a giant robot that shoots lasers and things. Essentially, every nation could own a giant robot that shoots lasers.
Yes, the discussion on building delirium-powered constructs has been very active within the Directorate and several branches of the Academy. The capability and the capacity of delirium to create constructs, increasingly the possibility of what some of my colleagues have called living constructs that it seems to be possible to imbue constructs with higher forms of intelligence than what are traditionally possible with golems and shield guardians using delirium. These are active research projects. However, my philosophy is that this research should continue so that it remains known. And what I can commit to you, Your Majesty, is as much transparency about what is being developed as possible. But again, it is outside of the power of the Crown to restrict what the Academy may do with delirium. That if you would like the Academy to not do things with delirium, we respect the fact that delirium is your property, but as soon as you sell that delirium to us, it is ours to use how we see fit.
Is delirium the only way that we can buy services from the Academy?
Certainly not. Gold spends just as well, but given my understanding of the situation and the debts of the Crown and the massive expense of the operation that you are proposing, it seems to me to be your most affordable resource that you can offer the Academy at this stage.
We do have Dragon Sword.
I can agree to all of this. There is some hesitancy, but I think the transparency is helpful.
At minimum, we can control the flow of how much they'll be.
And I will also say, it may not be my place to direct you on what you can and can't research. But if you are being transparent with me, are you open to having meetings or conversations if I have concerns? Not as me saying I'm going to outlaw this, but perhaps we can have conversations to make sure that to just
Ethics committee.
an ethics conversation, so that I at least walk away knowing what the intent is.
Assuming I am granted my full position as Academy Director of the Inscrutable Tower, it does mean that I will be Archmage of Drakkenheim and therefore on your Royal Council, and I will be answerable to you.
Okay.
Alright.
Then consider this a deal.
Very well then. I will begin the preparations to launch Nexus Prime, and I will ensure that Hazewalker Plate is constructed for you and your allies. Wrath, I also have a few new magics that may be of interest to you and Sebastian in the mission ahead.
Yes.
I have developed a spell that is very powerful, but should be within your capability of casting, and Sebastian's as well.
Oh.
That is quite potent. That is an improvement on the neutralizing field spell, although only for one. I am calling it Contamination Immunity.
Cool.
Wow.
This is an 8th level spell that is in the original Drakkenheim book, and since you guys haven't researched it yet, we're gonna put it into play now.
This is it. This is the moment.
So Contamination Immunity is a level 8 spell, and it takes 1 minute to cast. It's a range of touch, and it has a duration of 24 hours. One willing creature you touch is immune to necrotic damage and cannot gain contamination levels for 24 hours.
That's pretty cool.
Sorry, it's a level 7 spell.
Is it concentration?
No.
Could I learn this as an alternative to my 7th level Mystic Arcanum?
You
Or
can
would I
keep
have
your
to-
level 7 Mystic Arcanum, and
And I
you can use it to cast this or Contamination
cool,
Immunity.
cool. That's very generous.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ryan Green.
Yeah. And so Sebastian can also be taught this spell, and
I'll teach it to him.
yeah.
I'll give him the Cole's notes.
You're a good teacher.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very hands-on.
Mhm.
Good. Just do this. Wave your hand.
Beyond
Some
beyond the plate, is there anything else that you feel that you will be needing for your expedition ahead?
Do you have any spare delirium weapons to outfit our troops with?
Certainly, I can help you outfit as many soldiers as possible. I believe Eldrick Runeweaver has already explained to you why bringing a large contingent of soldiers into the crater is probably a very
Not for the
unwise
crater.
idea.
Not for the crater. There
Sure,
will only be
but-
6 of us entering the crater.
But you do make... I was very impressed by the whole decontaminating of things like water, right? We are going into one of the more deadly places.
Mhm.
Not to remove, but maybe to soften beyond spells like immunity to contamination. Are there other devices that could potentially help? Things like, I don't know, maybe if we wanted to make a place to take a short rest or drink some water.
If you know the Magnificent Mansion spell, I used that for a long time to survive within the haze.
I think
That is one of the few ways that I found to gain respite in the midst of the deepest haze. Now, what I should also warn you, Your Majesty. Since I received reports of the Delirium Heart from Sebastian, Pluto, and Veo, I have done my best using the implements here at the Inscrutable Tower to study what is in the crater. And to be honest, it is almost completely impenetrable given the thickness of the haze. But I have studied delirium long enough to know that a formation of delirium the size of what is claimed to be there are a few things that you should know if your objective is to destroy it. First of all, conventional and magical weaponry is going to have no impact upon it. I surmise that the only things capable of harming it will be the weaponry of Nexus Prime, as well as the breath weapons of the dragons, of the ancient dragons. Even your mighty blade, Varenthorn or Ignatius.
And our magic probably in the same boat, like just throw.
I would expect that it would be possible to damage it with spells, but only spells of 6th level and higher. Cantrips will not damage it. Weapons will not damage it.
And the anomalies that'll come with it.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I think the clear idea or option here then is myself and Pluto will ride the dragons.
Yeah.
Somebody will operate Nexus Prime. And the other 3, it's going to attract the attention of the monsters in the crater.
I leave it to you to make a plan with your tribunal. I'm only providing you the information right now. But
No,
you must know that.
It is good to know. So the dragons and Nexus Prime are our main tools for destroying the Delirium Heart.
Second of all, once significant damage has been done to rupture it, it is likely that rather than being wholly destroyed, it will blast itself apart.
Sending delirium.
Possibly sending larger shards across the area that must be collected and disposed of separately. I would ask that you consider turning over one of these pieces to the Academy for research, upon which we will pay premium for a piece. But I would also warn you that this explosion will be quite deadly and quite catastrophic. And
we'll want to clear the area.
I expect that whatever you decide to administer the final blow will be destroyed.
Whether it be one of the dragons. What about the people riding the dragons or controlling Nexus?
That is a possibility.
Yee. Can you remind us again how the Nexus Prime is controlled? When you originally showed us, it was like a command center?
We have created a cockpit for Nexus Prime that someone may use to pilot the machine.
So, fail.
But I do expect that this is why I do suggest that if you are expecting that it will require some sort of the range of the weaponry and the breath weapons of your dragons is not sufficient to launch the attack and be far enough away to not be hit by whatever happens. I can't promise you that.
Yeah.
So I would expect that whatever you choose to administer the final blow, plan that moment carefully, and expect that whatever is there in the proximity to be utterly destroyed.
When you say utterly destroyed, I know that we have a few mages with very powerful spells.
The backlash could be, I don't know, but the backlash could be so severe as to even destroy spiritual matter.
Okay.
Like no coming back.
Yeah. We're gonna have to have a conversation.
Yep. Yep.
We'll figure it out. I don't have to make any decisions right now.
Thank you for the information.
I know it will not be an easy decision. But, again, and it's possible that I'm wrong, but I feel that it is best that you go into this situation armed with this knowledge of the possibility that an extraordinary sacrifice may be required. Thank you for your time, Your Majesty.
Thank you for yours.
And that is where we'll end for the day.
Matter. What would you say? Spiritual matter? Ooh, that's like all that's left of me beyond regular matter. I really like my spiritual matter.
A big thank you to our incredible cast, Jill, Kelly, and Joe for playing today.
And a big thank you to Kyle for keeping us on track behind the scenes.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you.
And a big thank you to our dungeon master, Monty Martin.
For preparing us for the end of the world. And a big thank you to some amazing creators who give us some incredible assets to use in our games. Things like the Dwarven Forge, the wonderful...
Yeah.
That's the Gold Dragon?
Yeah. A bit of an impulse buy at Meeple Mart. I was like, they had the Gold Dragon in stock, and I was just like, all right.
So good.
It's not like we'll need it. So
Amazing. And other wonderful miniatures by Hero Forge and WizKids, music by Tabletop Audio, and a player character artwork by Elizabeth Perot.
And of course, don't forget to take a look at the links below for our Teespring store, where you can find all of your favorite Dungeon Dudes shirts at bit.ly/Dungeon Dudes merch. And of course, if you want to bring Drakkenheim to your table, check it out at drakkenheim.com.
And a big thank you to all of our Patreon supporters for making the work that we do here on YouTube possible. If you like what we do, please consider becoming a patron of the show. You get so many great rewards, like a monthly packet of Eldritch Experiments written by Kelly and I, 5e compatible content that we're working on for our next book. You get early access to all of our YouTube videos. You could be watching the next week's episode right now. Or if you're a patron, I guess you're already watching it, but thank you anyways. So consider all that. The links are down below.
And we also have a Discord community that is exclusive for our patrons, where you can actually chat with us, ask us questions, hang out with us, tell us about how you're enjoying Drakkenheim. There's a spoiler chat, there's a non-spoiler chat, there's people organizing games, and there's a whole channel there where you can just ask Monty and I questions from what is the best build to what is your favorite ice cream flavor.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time in the dungeon. Bye.